I want to grab my water bottle.
Yup, I got mine. New one
We're
for
in for
Christmas.
a long one.
Yeah.
Longest stream of 2020. Just kidding. This will be not probably longer than a D&DM stream.
No.
Hello. Welcome to the arena and to 2020. This is our first stream of serious play for the decade. Not anything special. It's not like we're the best show. We might even be the worst. It's just we happen to be the ones to be here on January 3rd, ready to go. Ooh. I'm going to go ahead and use this. Play on... Anyways, there's like still the tape residue on there, and I didn't want to rest my hands on the tape residue. Today, we're taking a little bit of a detour from what we normally do. And the Arena is a show about competitive gaming. In the past, we've had Fighting Game Month. Or last month, we played a lot of Hearthstone. We played Dota and Overwatch and Counter-Strike and StarCraft, right? All these games where you're playing against another person. You may be thinking, wait a second. I know this title screen. This is Celeste. I'm reading the Twitch chat or the YouTube video title. That's not a competitive game. You just play against yourself. And you're right. Your greatest enemy is yourself and your own splits and your own time and how fast you can beat the game. But it is also a competitive genre, speedrunning, because you're competing against other people trying to play the game. Think of it like golf, right? In golf, you don't go whack somebody else with the club. You just,
Not unless you want to have fun.
And maybe if you're having fun, yeah. But otherwise, if you're playing by the rules, right? Tiger's just playing his own game and Rory McIlroy is playing his own game. And then you compare scores at the end, right? And that's what speedrunning is. It's like golf. Speedrunning is, I think, growing bigger and bigger. And one of the reasons why we would have Speedrunning Month this month is because Awesome Games Done Quick, a week-long marathon for raising charity, is going on next week. So, and that's a big event in the speedrunning community. So we're celebrating with a month. They'll be only playing for a week, but we'll be playing for a month. So I guess we win that one.
Nice.
So today we're going to be playing Celeste. Now, for the rest of the month when we play Celeste, we're going to be playing it as fast as possible with the timer on, seeing if we can beat our own records. My personal goal is to beat the game in under an hour this month. I'm already pretty close. My record right now is 1 hour and 6 minutes. Oh, by the way, I'm Eric Kirsting. I'm a PhD student at UWM.
Kelly Breivik, also a PhD student at UWM.
My personal goal is going to go under an hour, and we'll see if we can accomplish that this month. Hopefully we can even do that on stream. But for today, Kelly has never played Celeste. You may have never played Celeste. So today I'm going to play the game as fast as I normally do. Maybe trying out a little strategy, maybe explaining what I'm doing at times when I otherwise maybe wouldn't do it at that time, just to stop and smell the roses. But we will also be watching all the cutscenes, and we'll be just enjoying the story and the music, because this game really it's a full package of a game. It's got great gameplay, but I really love the story a lot. With that, let's go ahead and get into it.
Let's go for it.
So I have to delete one of these save files. So we'll delete the 106:15 seconds, because I always just delete whichever one I have. I always keep whichever one I have my current record on, which is this one. So we'll be just Madeline. That's the name of the main character.
Can you change?
You can change it, but I haven't done so yet. Just breathe. I'll be reading the captions because that makes for better streaming. Why are you so nervous? So the prologue here, not too much dangerous happens except that. You can climb things like that.
Nice.
You have stamina, so you can't infinitely climb something, though you can infinitely climb something because that's an exploit. Excuse me, ma'am. This sign out front is busted. Is this the mountain trail? You're almost there, just across the bridge. By the way, you should call someone about your driveway. The ridge collapsed and nearly died. Ha, ha, ha. If my driveway almost did you in, the mountain might be a bit much for you. Well, if an old bat like you can survive out here, I think I'll be fine. Suit yourself. But you should know, Celeste Mountain is a strange place. You might see things. Things you ain't ready to see. You should seek help, lady. Alright, now we're gonna go this way.
I just love dry little humor.
And
like
so you
that.
move faster while hopping like this.
Uh-huh.
So for a speedrun strat, you save like a half second by doing that as opposed to just running.
Uh-huh.
Now we get the important thing. Dash.
Nice.
And that's the prologue. Pretty simple.
Mm-hmm.
My splits in the prologue are usually like 30 seconds. You can do this. It's a game about climbing a mountain, and it's pretty positive. Alright, so now we have the first real level, the Forsaken City. Select save and quit. Don't need to read that too much. Alright, so now we're here. And so we're going up. These little springs, they'll also refresh. So the dashes, we don't have infinite dashes. You see how our hair changes color? That means we've used our dash. So you need to be kind of careful, because if you suddenly are stuck without your dash.
Yep.
Now we're gonna do one of the first exploits we have, which is called a wall bounce. And now let's see if I can do it. So if you're dashing and you hit a wall and you jump at the same time, you'll bounce off the wall and you'll gain a bunch of speed. So you can use it to actually skip other different challenges.
Nice.
But it's kind of tricky. That little crystal refreshes our dash.
Gotcha.
If you dash into the ground, or just dash in general, you'll pick up some speed. And you carry momentum between screens. So like whatever momentum I have there, and it refreshes your dash, just changes the screen.
So is this one of the because certain games lend themselves towards speedrunning, maybe not like intentionally, but they just kind of become it. Is this one of those?
Even more, it was designed with speedrunning in mind. So I would say absolutely. The game feels really good to play. I guess that is like can't be translated as well to like a watching experience, but everything is just very tight. It's like a Super Mario game. Or I guess tight maybe even infers maybe a badness, but everything just feels really good to do. Oh, there's our first death. I have beaten this chapter without dying, but the rest of them, things obviously get a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
So you can see you kind of have to use all your movement options for a lot of these puzzles. Like I'm often ending right with my boost having been used and just barely getting there. Now
like
if I
that,
ever
though.
do this, stop me. Because when you're speedrunning the game, the time keeps going when you're in cutscene. So I just hit start skip cutscene as fast as possible. Now I've been speedrunning the game quite a bit lately. So if I ever hits the pause, just remind me, hey, don't do that.
Yep. Just for today, though.
Just for today.
Yep.
Ugh, I'm exhausted.
No.
There's the bird. At the end of every chat. Oh, this might have been a mistake. I want to turn it up just a little bit more because I love this music so much in this game.
Yeah.
And there's always these nice little pictures or paintings or drawings at the end of each chapter to signify that they're complete. So we're about to get into it now. And I don't think it's a major spoiler because we're going to see it in the next chapter. But Celeste is a game kind of about depression. And I think the point, like the climbing of the mountain is kind of like climbing like depression and trying to like, you know, work through it in a sense. And so I think you're going to start seeing that in this chapter in particular. So here I'm like doing a lot of this stuff. If you hold down, you go faster. There's some walls that are breakable if you dash into them. As you can tell, you can like kind of slide down the walls. So here, normally what great speedrunners do is they'll jump up when they do it because wherever you'll see in a sec. But all right, so who is this mysterious person in the mirror who just ran away? I don't know, but now we have a new mechanic.
Nice.
these little star things, we can kind of fly through like that.
Nice.
And it refreshes our jump, which can be useful. Our dash,
Who's
rather.
calling me? Know what I know. So when a game comes out, like I'm almost curious, like how the meta develops with speedrunning, like those little things, like oh yeah, if you jump, you go slightly faster. If you use, like different ways you can avoid puzzles.
Mm-hmm. I think that kind of knowledge just slowly accumulates over time, and there's certain people who, probably do a lot of that legwork specifically, and oftentimes they might be really great speedrunners, or they might just be, really big fans who just want to start optimizing the game. With this game, a lot of the techniques that we're using are purposefully in the game. It's like dashing off the ground, wall bouncing, super jumps, wave dashes, all things that we're going to kind of be getting into a little bit. They were purposely put into the game by the developers, and in fact, there are challenge puzzles later on in the game that teach you how to do these things, as well as they're required to beat puzzles, like in the later game. But in the base game, they're not required.
Yeah, I was actually going to say I really enjoyed the fact that a lot of these puzzles require you to have that sort of dexterity, as opposed to the careful. Because I'm such a careful player, and when I'm forced to not be careful, I tend to do better. So.
Madeline, darling, slow down. Whoa. Who said that? Oh, I'm simply a concerned observer. The community calls this character Battling. Are you me? I'm part of you. Why would part of me look so creepy? I'm also interested...
I love the use of color and like the haptics. And stuff like this. I feel like it's kind of how indie games are able to get like the effect that you would get in like with voice work and stuff when you can't afford voice work.
The little like bobble.
Yeah.
This is just what I look like, okay? Deal with it. Sorry, I didn't mean... Forget about it. I can't tell you what a relief it is to finally get out of your head. But look, I'm worried about us. We need a hobby, but this? I know it sounds crazy, but I need to climb this mountain. You are many things, darling, but you are not a mountain climber. Who says I can't be? I know it's not your strong suit, but be reasonable for once. You have no idea what you're getting into. You can't handle this. That is exactly why I need to do this. Are you the weak part of me or the lazy part? I'm the pragmatic part, and I'm trying to be diplomatic here. Then she breaks kind of the fourth wall a little bit there, or like kind of
breaking the gutter.
Oh yeah, we got the comic scholar here.
Can't help myself.
Now she's chasing us. If she gets us, we die. Yep.
Gotcha. Or if we get ourselves, we die.
Oh. Yep. See, sometimes you just keep making the same mistake over again. So this is a new mechanic. We gotta use these to unlock the door. I kind of goofed. Oh, I didn't die for it though. I shouldn't have jumped there because I need to go low so that because she follows. See, this is the thing. She follows your movement exactly. Oh shoot. Well. This was a slow room for me. Normally I get this a lot more smooth, but I didn't die, which is good. Because dying obviously sets you back pretty easy. Right? It's pretty easy to...
Yeah.
Whoop. So I love that like she follows your movements exactly because she is you, right?
Yeah.
So... So now we're in...
I also love this chase because it, like... You were very chill and relaxed for a lot of this gameplay, and then now that you're being chased, it's a lot more hectic.
Oh, whoopsies. So, yeah, a big part of like the speedrun is mitigating deaths. because, you know, in
Yeah.
theory, like, I die like 100 times on an average run, or more. Oop. Gotta wait
I love
for
the ding dong.
Alright. So this is the end, basically, of this chapter. Well, there's still some story stuff, but...
Nice.
Oh, darn it. An information booth. And the phone is ringing.
New phone, who this?
Oh, we did miss something. It's not a big
What?
deal.
Oh.
I missed an optional dialogue. Hello? Madeline? Are you calling from a payphone? Yeah. No, wait. You called me. What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. I'm in trouble. I'm being chased by someone. I don't really understand what's going on, but I know I'm in danger. I can feel it. Madeline, you only call me when you're panicking in the middle of the night. You don't have to make up some ridiculous story just to get my attention. I'm not making it up. Believe women. You always do this. Shh. It's alright. Calm down. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Talk to me. I'm climbing Celeste Mountain. I found this old mirror. It's shattered, but part of me escaped, and... I'm dreaming, aren't I? Madeline, of course you're dreaming. I haven't spoken to you in months. Why would I start now?
Oof.
Ugh, why am I even climbing this stupid mountain? I'm wondering the same thing. It's time to give up and go home. So normally when speedrunning I would avoid, so that guy up there, we can go talk to him. I'd normally avoid it, but he is a main character, so we'll go talk to him. I missed, there's actually a dialogue with him early. Well there, fellow explorer. Oh, hi. Did I also trek up here to scope out these old, or did you also trek up here to scope out these old ruins? No, I'm heading for the summit. Whoa, that's crazy. I'm Theo, by the way, an adventurer from a far-off land. Not much of a talker, are you? Mysterious lone wolf type. I get it. I'll just imagine some dark backstory for you. Hey Theo, sorry about earlier. I'm Madeline. I've got a lot on my mind. Well, this is a good place for it. Something about these ruins feels so introspective. It's really making me take a look in the mirror, so to speak. Yeah, I get that. So what far-off land do you hail from? Well, my inquisitive compatriot, I do hail from the mystical enigmatic kingdom of Seattle. It sounds like a special place. Takes place in Canada. I don't know if there is a real Celeste Mountain. Climbing up here was tough, but totally worth it. Just look at these ruins. I took so many great pics. Want to see? Oh, sure. Theo, these are great. Maybe I'll finally hit 1,000 followers with these. Oh, we need to formally commemorate this occasion. Take a selfie with me. I don't know if that's such a good idea right now. Come on, it's easy. Like this.
I love it.
Sorry about that. Don't worry, I won't post that one. No, it's alright. You can post it. I'm just not photogenic. Madeline, don't be so hard on yourself. No one looks good without a filter.
I love it.
Casual, yet refined. What made you want to try photography? My grandpa was really into it. Apparently he was a semi-famous in the photography world. I don't know if I'll ever be good at it, but it's nice to feel close to him. So you're determined to climb the entire mountain? Yeah, I told myself I would. I'm done breaking promises to myself. Life goals. I dig it. I doubt I'll make it to the top like you, but I'm not ready to turn back just yet.
I also like the background.
The twinkling stars.
No, of the text.
Oh yeah, it's
for
like
the character.
It's like what they're wearing, right? Like the plaid, or at least with him. Are you getting any data up here? I don't have a smartphone. Madeline, I don't even know how to respond to that. All right, and we're done talking to him for now. He'll make an appearance later. I don't actually get to hear this part of the soundtrack usually. It's pretty nice though. So if you notice, that was the same as before, just not in the dreamlike. Hello? Hi, Mom. Madeline, what a nice surprise. How's your trip? It's okay. I'm just kind of overwhelmed. Oh no. Are you having another panic attack? Focus on your breathing, honey. I'm here. What's going on?
The aesthetics are really nice.
Very, like, kind of colorful. This is the chapter with the most cutscenes.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think that's actually true, but it certainly feels like it when you're speed running, because there's a lot you have to. It's just there's a lot of short ones that you have to skip all of them, right? So like, you'd rather just skip like one. So here we have another exploit. So remember I just said about carrying momentum between streams? I can skip all of that puzzle just to grab the key like that.
Nice.
Now, this will activate a cutscene, so we'll go over here and we'll read the ledger. It appears to be a very old and dusty guest book. Many of the pages are damaged or missing. The comments, however, are glowing. We'll never forget our time here. I've never felt more at peace. Thank you. Welcome. May I help you? Are you a ghost? A ghost? Don't be silly. I'm the concierge of this fine establishment. Welcome to the world-renowned Celestial Resort Hotel. Mr. Oshiro, at your service. 2 guests in 1 day. Business is finally picking up. How long will you be staying with us? Oh, I'm just passing through. I'm climbing the mountain. Do you have a back exit? This is a 2-dimensional world. What can you do? A back exit? Just passing through. This will not do. You know I can still hear you, right? In any case, our rear service door is reserved for hotel staff only. However, our top floor presidential suite features a world-class view of the peak. Yes, you'll be quite comfortable up there. Maybe I could get on the roof from there and climb back down the back? The presidential suite. Marvelous idea, Oshiro. What is your name for our records? I'm Madeline. But again, I'm not really interested in staying. Right this way, Miss Madeline.
I love how sprites just always have to be moving somehow, even when they're stationary.
I hate this room. I just this is a relatively easy room and I just always die. Oh.
Right.
You don't even need to do that. You can just do this. I like that the key is warped to the thing. Oh. This is one of our first instances of using a super jump to go. Oh! We would have used a super jump there, but we failed.
You beefed it.
Please follow me closely, Miss Madeline. The elevator's just down the hall. The hotel is in pretty rough shape. Is it really open for business? Of course we're open. The Celestial Resort would never close during prime tourism season. Rough shape. What did she mean by that? Oh, please, allow me to carry your luggage.
I
My
kind of
bag?
forgot that this was a hotel because there's, missing floors, and death circles.
My bag? No thanks. I'll keep it. Very well. What a peculiar guest. Oops. So, you see the strawberry there. Now that's like a collectible that you can get. Now, if they have wings, that means if you dash, you lose them. Or they fly away. But we're not collecting the strawberries because, we're just trying to get there as fast as possible. You're right, that is a different speed run though.
Nice.
Oops, gotta grab that. Miss Madeline, I must really implore you to keep up. I'm running a world-class establishment here. I don't have time to wait around for meandering guests. You really don't have to wait for me. I'm just looking for a way through this place. Oh, Shiro, you idiot. The customer is always right. Business is finally picking up and you lose your temper? Oh, of course, Miss Madeline. My sincerest apologies. I was out of line. Please, feel free to explore at your leisure.
This is so busy.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost difficult to see, like, where to go. I mean, I'm not saying in a bad way.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, we're gonna clean up this mess.
Christ.
Arg, this clutter is out of control. When did this happen? I don't even know where to begin. Mr. Oshiro, do you run this whole place by yourself? You're right, Miss Madeline. I'll never sort this mess alone. It's hopeless. That's not what I meant. Just breathe, Mr. Oshiro. Breathe. It's just a little spring cleaning. Well, more than a little. But I can help. You're too kind. But I wouldn't even bother. It's a lost cause. So, oh wait, so we can actually talk to him a little bit more. We'll see what he has to say. How long have you been running the hotel? Oh, quite some time now. Business has been slow. You must really love your work. Oh yes, Miss Madeline. In the hotel business, our passion is perfecting the delicate art of hospitality. A truly great hotel lives eternally in the cherished memories of its satisfied guests. That's the spirit. Now let's get started on this mess. So, you have to do 3 separate things. Now the speedrunner strat is to do this one first because when you complete it, it lets you out where Oshiro is going to be next. As opposed to the other ones where you have to travel further.
Gotcha.
Oop! I made that mistake last night when I ran the game. So one of the crazier exploits you can use, you can actually jump off spikes because you can't die to spikes if you're not moving towards them, and they count as a wall if you're moving away from them. So there's an opportunity. Oh, we're cleaning up by the way. Now there's a little less clutter. I haven't even begun cleaning, and already I feel renewed in lightness of spirit. That's the power of positive thinking. Actually, I cleared out some of the clutter for you. Oh yes, thank you, Miss Madeline. But please, relax and let the hotel staff handle it. Oh sure, you fool. You're losing her. Guests don't want to spend their time cleaning. Are you okay? Yes, of course. This is the finest hotel you'll ever visit. You'll see. How could I let my problems pile up like this? Mr. Shiro, it's okay if the mess is making you anxious. I still can't stay the night, but I can help before I leave. She pities you, Oshiro. You're pathetic. So then you go. So then up here you go up instead of right because again it's where Oshiro.
Yeah.
Ooh,
nice
that was a little
save.
closer than I normally do it. Oops.
Ah, rough.
What's up, Infant? They don't move fast enough. Yeah, so speedrunning is obviously the art of doing dangerous things quickly. And obviously I'm doing them pretty slow, all things considered, compared to like, you know, the world record is under half my time, and they're still playing the same game. The world record, by the way, is like 27 minutes, something like that. It's looking a lot nicer here. Can you show me the exit now? But Miss Madeline, you barely enjoy the myriad of luxuries that our hotel has to offer. We can talk more once I finish cleaning. I'm very busy. Yes, young people have no respect these days. You're welcome. Sheesh. Do you want my help or not? It's over, Oshiro. She hates you. I don't. I'm sorry. Your hotel it's beautiful. Truly world class. I wish I could stay. No need to humor you, Miss Madeline. I understand. Hey, look at us, our friend.
Oh.
The second guest. Are you a guest here too? Madeline, I'm so happy to see you right now. I'm all about spooky mysteries, but this is getting too real. Have you talked to Mr. Oshiro? I think he could really use some help. You think? He's a creepy old weirdo. I bet he's cleaning out a nook to hide our bodies as we speak. I'm gonna crawl through this vent. It's blowing cold air from outside. Come on. Mr. Oshiro's troubled, but I don't think he wants to hurt us. He just needs to help to clean up this mess. I want to help him. Madeline, that's very sweet, but this is dangerous. We need to get out of here. Call an expert on creepy old dudes. We aren't prepared for this. I think I can get through to him. Go on ahead and I'll catch up with you later. Man, you're more stubborn than my sister. I thought that was impossible. Take care of yourself. Thanks, Theo. I'll see you outside. Now we'll get to see Theo one more time. Oh.
Nice.
The towels, the linens. We did all the laundry. What's this? An old paper sticks out from the clutter. Attention, hotel staff. It's my sad duty to inform you that this Celestial Resort Hotel will close indefinitely following this season due to circumstances beyond our control. It was an honor having served alongside you all as we worked tirelessly to ensure that our guests enjoyed the most hospitable and memorable experience possible. I write this with a heavy heart. This hotel has become my home. Its staff and patrons, my family. I'll miss you all dearly. Mr. Oshiro. And now, the clutter's all gone.
Nice.
And the key that we need to get out
Yeah.
is also available. And look, there's Mr. Oshiro. Oh, nice try. There you are. You certainly have a knack for wandering off. It was tough, but I sorted everything out for you. The Celestial Resort Hotel extends its gratitude to your assistance, madam. Of course, the staff has the mess under control. Oh yeah, sure. Or I'll show you. How humiliating. You must be eager to see your room. It's just up the elevator down the hall. Sure, what the heck. Show me the presidential suite. It sounds lovely. Now's your last chance, Oshiro. Don't lose her now. Oh, I don't think I've ever died that way before.
I love that.
So you haven't noticed those tendrils like on the ground at the bottom left there?
Yeah.
they grow things once you touch them, so you can't go touch that place ever again. Fortunately, we haven't died to them, but we did die to that.
So close.
Oh, we need that. Oh, ugh!
Nice save.
I did not mean to do that. Yeah, getting a good save is important. This is it, Ashiro. Your last chance. You already ruined it. Making a guest clean up your mess? She'll never stay. No, she's still here. There's still a chance. The presidential suite is the key. It will surely impress her. Get it together, Ashiro. This is anxiety.
Yep.
There you are, Miss Madeline. Follow me quickly. We're almost there. So, fun fact: there's actually a strat that super streamers do, where they can actually there's a small gap there you can jump through if you're really good. I'm not really good though, so I'll go this way. This room gave me so much trouble my first run, and it still gives me trouble quite often.
So close.
Oh, see, I didn't do it as fast as I actually normally do. I took my time, which was a mistake. See, if I just... Oh, yeah, so here, you can actually do retry, and you still get to keep the key, so it's actually faster than going all the way back through the room.
Nice.
Little strats.
Yeah, I can see how that cheat, or not really cheat, but like that exploit really cuts time out.
Yeah, that one probably saves like 3 seconds, but...
No, I mean the, not like to avoid the room.
Yeah. Got that first try. That's a hard room. Alright, here we are. Our award-winning presidential suite. Truly, it is the very definition of rustic luxury. I'll stand back and allow you... Hey, someone's here.
Are we going through chapter 9 or 8 as well?
We will not be doing chapter 8 or 9 today, at least. Maybe that'll be a stretch goal by the end of the month if I'm able to beat the game in under an hour. For now...
Are those extra ones? Like...
Yeah. So the game proper ends after chapter 7, and then chapter 8 and 9, they're like, they continue the story a little bit. And so they're still part of it, but the main conflict of the first 7 chapters is resolved at the end of chapter 7. Great question, whatever your name is. I can't read it.
Angry Mice.
Angry Mice. I'll stand back and allow you to soak in the majesty. I understand it can be a lot to handle. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask them in chat, or if you just want to talk about something. So, what do you think? It's beautiful. The furniture looks expensive. It's very spacious. The colors are elegant. I can tell you put a lot of work into it. I knew it would impress you. Yeah. So, can I get on the roof from here? You imbecile. You're losing her. Oh, or I almost forgot to mention. You value guests such as yourself staying in our finest accommodations at half price. I don't want to stay. Please, Miss Madeline. Please stay. Mr. Shiro, I've already sidetracked too long. Man, imagine if I could just skip this all. That would be a lot less sidetracking. Madeline, sweetie, forget this loser. Loser? You're in denial, man. This resort is a dump. No one would ever want to stay here. Someone had to say it. She doesn't mean that. I'm very busy. Please leave, Miss Madeline. Come on, Miss Madeline. You've heard the man. Where will you be without me? Why would she say my beautiful hotel is a dump? How dare she insult me like that? What if she's right? Of course she's right. You couldn't even clean up without her help. And then it recycles through the lines there. I thought we'd never get rid of him. You owe me one. Add it to the list. Leave me alone. I thought you were so determined to keep climbing. Now all of a sudden you're some weirdo's therapist? Why won't you go away? Miss Madeline, before you go, I need to ask one question. Why would you be so nice to me, only to run away? What did I do wrong? Oh, give it a break. You still don't get it? She only helps people who feed her twisted ego. She never cared about you. Shut up. I just wanted to help. You're both pathetic. Pathetic? You only came here to humiliate me? I won't grovel at your feet any longer. Kind of like last chapter where we had the boss fight at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not. So the big thing is to keep vertically moving, because if you stay horizontal too much, he'll get you.
Yeah.
Oop. I'm gonna die here. Normally I do a jump to this, which allows me time to get down. Oh, got me.
I like how the,
You can jump on his head.
I was just about to say, I like how the boss battles are avoiding more than fighting something.
Yeah, they are. That's a good point. I had never thought about that. You can usually duck under him. You learn like the timing, so I always know like at that spring I have to stop and dodge him. At least that's my strat. I think the pro strats are obviously probably better. I know here I can do a super jump there. Oh, I was focused on him for a second. Oops. Now my timing's a little messed up. Oh god. Oh.
Nice save.
And that's the end of the chapter. So normally I hit pause right here. But, Mr. Shiro, stop! I just wanted to help. How are we doing on time? What time is it right now?
2:45.
Okay, so not too bad. Normally I'll beat these first 3 sections in about 25 minutes. I've dreaded the... I decided to close the hotel for repairs. The second floor plumbing is leaking. The library is in complete disarray. Not to mention the hole in the ceiling of the presidential suite. Please, just leave me alone. Hey, under 20.
It took Nathan slightly long. Wait, these took me significantly longer when I did the game.
I'm not playing for the first time. Let's just make that clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a lot longer the first time too. You know, I've just been practicing a lot. This is one of my favorite chapters.
I love the little bubbles.
Yeah, I like the aesthetic. Oh, great. You again. Well, I didn't expect to see you up here. I'm glad you're still in one piece. I see you made it through the hotel. Did you meet Mr. Oshiro? Oh, I met him all right. He chased me out of there after I cleaned up a bunch of junk for him. That sounds like a fun morning. Oshiro's a lost soul, dear. That place is much more than just a hotel to him. Don't make him your project. You know what I think? I think this mountain drove both of you crazy. You know, you're not the first person to say that. Maybe you're right. How would I know if I were crazy? The way I see it, the mountain can't bring out anything that isn't already in you. But you gotta be a few crows short of a murder to live up here in the first place, right? What are you even talking about? Oh, I'm just rambling like the old bat I am. Are you ready to give up? I know a shortcut back to your car. Back off, lady. I'm heading for the summit.
Nathan says, it's funny because looking at the levels now, I'm like, that's the... One second, I'm just going to move closer. That was only 3 screens, but I died so many times on each screen, it seemed like forever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's how the game normally feels. It's like, there's just, you die a lot and you keep restarting, and that's like a lot of the length of the game is like, I don't want to call it artificial, but it's artificial in that sense, because your deaths are what adds a lot to the time, not like watching cutscenes. Well, here we're watching cutscenes, but normally, yeah. You remind me of myself when I was young. Ha ha ha. Good luck, and mind the wind. You don't get many visitors here, do you? No, I can't say I do. I don't mind the solitude, though. Sometimes I think I should live in solitude, too. I try to get through to Mr. Shiro. I really want to help him. Now, Shiro needs to move on from that hotel, but it's not going to happen on your schedule. And it doesn't help that you've got something to prove. Oh, wait, what's the next thing she wants to talk about? Don't you get lonely in that little cabin? I have friends, dear. I may be crazy, but I'm not a hermit. Sorry, I didn't mean to assume. When I was younger, I couldn't imagine staying in one place for long. But then I found this mountain. I knew right away that it would be my home. What's so special about it? The mountain shows you who you really are. Whether you're ready for it or not. It keeps me honest. This is also a very difficult chapter, and because, see the wind?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I goofed there. That's okay. The wind affects the physics of the game. Yeah. So now everything that... Oh yeah, you're not supposed to go that way. You go this way, Eric. And so, the wind can make things a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
The pink clouds go away. The blue ones will stay. After you jump on them. Oops. Yeah, things are only going to get more dangerous from here, Kelly. Or at least look more dangerous. I actually, at least up until yesterday, the resort was definitely one of the, in terms of how I felt about it, was one of my worst performing. Oh yeah, so here we can do jump, 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 dash. So even when you're out of stamina, you still, you can still jump off of walls. You can't hold on to them anymore, which is useful because, as we saw there, I was able to just jump up that whole thing. I don't know. I forget if that's how you're supposed to do it or not, but that's how I do it. When you start speedrunning a game enough, you forget sometimes what the original strat you were supposed to do is on some. So here we go up. Alright, yeah, and then we go here. We grab onto here. See, I only know, like, I just happen to know that I have to go up here, right? So it's just like, it's a lot easier than whenever I did it the last time. And so the winds also have differing levels of intensity, which also makes it tough. But one of the things is, like, I can tell when I'm playing, like, I will hold the directional pad or the analog stick way harder during the windy sections, right? Even though it doesn't do anything different.
So Nathan says I gave up on this chapter and stopped playing the game for months, but then I came back to it and ended up finishing it in a week.
Nice. Oops.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a game that you can, once you get into the rhythm of it, it can go by pretty quick. I beat it in 3 days my first run, but I was like 3 days of intense playing, and I've always really liked platformers. Like, I love, like, Super Meat Boy, and this reminds me of that in some ways. Super Meat Boy is more about, like, dashing. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, I knew I messed up there. You gotta get on top of that. Super jump. technically you could super jump there, but it doesn't actually save me time, and I died doing it, so I don't do it because I have to wait for this to get up. The pros, when they do it, they do like some crazy stuff that like I don't even comprehend. This is one where the wind actually dies down, which allows me to get on these little platforms before it comes back up again. Ooh! So you saw I carried the momentum in between screens there, and that ended up hurting me. Okay. Just wait a sec. Here we actually use the wind to help us solve problems.
So Nathan says, pushing the analog stick hand against the wind is like trying to jump higher by jerking the controller.
Oh, definitely. Or like when you're playing a racing game.
Turn.
Darn. This is like one where I perpetually die on a lot. But hey, we got a second try. I consider that a big success.
Nice.
Well, we almost got a second try, and then we... Normally I try to tap this and then jump. Oh, we did. Okay, this is okay. There we go. So you can jump off of those. Those are like the enemies of this one.
Gotcha.
Oh. It's not like I'm really actually struggling against the wind, right? Like you can really only dash through it. Oops. So you like just try to find a place where you can refresh your dash. Oh, that was
nice.
a close one. This one I like because once you get good at it, you just, well, I'm not doing it too well, but you kind of just touch the tops of these rather than like climbing off the side. Oh, now maybe we'll get a chance to see it now. So kind of like do this, like, you know, like that.
Yeah.
And that feels really good because like normally you do like all this other stuff. They'll stop spawning typically when you get close to the very end, which is nice because then they don't accidentally kill you like right when you're just standing at the end.
Yeah.
So now the wind's with us, which makes it a lot different of a puzzle, right? The other ones were all about these claustrophobic kind of spaces, and now it's about like kind of... And there we go, that's Ridge. It was a pretty good ridge, all things considered. I think we only died on one thing twice. I tend to judge my speed, like, mentally. I do have a timer that I run with the game to, like, help me know my splits. Nailed it. But I tend to judge my speed by if I died a lot on the same part. If I died only, like, once on a part, that's whatever. But sometimes you just die on the same part over and over and over. Theo, are you alright? Oof, yeah. Just give me a sec. Hey Gondola, I've always wanted to ride one of these. It looks pretty dope, but maybe it still works. Did they say dope, or did I just make that up?
You made that up. It said old.
I don't see any other way. I think Nathan might have said something to cross this chasm. Let's do it.
Nothing new.
Okay, nothing new. Alright, I thought I saw a little, the blink, but it was probably just the mic thing.
Yeah.
This lever looks important. This is one of my favorite scenes in the game. Easy every time. I was probably a gondola operator in a past life. Do you think this thing is safe? I'm sure it's fine. How'd it shake out with Oshiro? You were right. I shouldn't have tried to help him. I hate to say I told you so, but... Yeah. I should have listened to you. You didn't get hurt. That's what matters. The air is so thin up here. I can barely breathe. Okay, if we don't get a self-gas thing, we're gonna regret it. I can't even see the ground through the mist. How high up are we? Less panicking, more posing. What was that? Huh? Looks like we stalled out. This is really bad. Maybe if I... Well, that's not good. No, this is really isn't good. Madeline, you cool? Yeah, just great music. No, I'm not cool. I can't breathe. You're having a panic attack. Why would you think it's a good idea to ride this stupid thing? Come on, don't take this out on me. Stay with me here. My grandpa taught me a trick for this. Close your eyes. You actually don't have to do this part in the speedrun, because when you skip this scene, you skip this too. But typically, right, in games we're seeing like people do dangerous things, right? And there's like no repercussions. But in this game, when there's danger, right, the characters like are like having panic attacks and stuff. And I think that that's really cool. See, easy every time. Feeling any better? I think so. Thanks for helping me calm down. How did you know we'd start moving again? Oh, I totally thought we were done for. Oh my god. Look at this selfie though. That's 4 of 7, but the last chapter 7 is much longer than the rest of them. At least in terms of a lot of things, but it's just longer. It's like the gameplay takes a lot longer at least. The cutscenes are probably, it actually has probably less cuts. It has like no cutscenes almost. So, oh man, look at this place. Feeling adventurous? Go ahead.
Nathan goes, also, the scene really invites you to participate and to do controlled breathing along with Madeline.
Definitely. I was doing controlled breathing the first time I did it. I was like, which is really great. I don't know. It looks pretty dark in there. More like a nightmare than an adventure. I'll just take a quick peek, snap a few photos. This place must be ancient. Theo, wait. My Instapix followers are gonna eat this up. There's no way this ends well. So these will move when you dash. So that's kind of neat. I took the slow way through that room. These, you can kind of shoot through them, and you can dash out of them. Like, I'll show you dashing out of them. Like, so there's obviously a lot more going on than what we're doing, but we're just, those are all like picking strawberries and stuff, and we, you know, that's not our goal for today. So we go this way. This room always gives me freaking trouble. I always run into these spikes. Okay, thank God. And then I always get mad at myself for it. There's Theo.
This is Nathan's least favorite level.
Like, because why is that? Theo, there you are. Madeline, hey, why are you inside a mirror? I'm pretty sure you're the one inside the mirror. What happened? Well, I was taking a nonchalant mirror selfie. You know, it's your boy Theo in this ancient temple, no big deal, hashtag blessed. Next thing I know, I wake up lying on the ground. What does it look like over there? How can I find you? It's really dark and weird, and there's a, wait, something's coming. I'm feeling a strong inclination to run away. Be careful, okay?
Nathan says he'll never remember where to go, so he'll be bad at speedrunning this.
Oh, well, that's the thing is I don't remember to go the first like 2 times, and then I figured it out. So I know, like, for instance, here I know I need to go up if I can. I need to go up and to the right. And then I know that here, if I do a super jump, I can get there, but I always run in that wall. So then you just gotta do this instead. And I go up here, refresh my jump. Now here, we climb up this wall. And we go up here. So yeah. It can be, this is supposed to be like kind of like the mazy kind of level. But mazy kind of levels are probably some of the more easier ones when you're speedrunning. Because, ooh, whoops. Because you just memorize the pathing, right? And then like part of the difficulty of the level is like mitigated completely. Because it's not even about execution, right? It's just about memory at that point.
Mm-hmm.
That's a trick I did just my last run. But you can, because normally you can't just jump under that. You're supposed to go up before you do that. Oop.
Oop.
That's okay.
But you have it.
I have the key, it is true. But there's like there's a whole basement down there that we didn't explore at all.
Mm-hmm. Nathan goes, I think part of it is how non-linear this part seems, so I felt very lost. Also, I don't really like the aesthetics of the level.
It is dark and like
and frustrating because of the lighting.
Oh, that was close.
That was close.
This level does have one of my favorite strats, though, of all of the levels, because I actually do a true skip, where I do like a fancy technique to just skip a huge part of the level, and I love it. It feels good.
Mm.
Broken mirror. Now we're getting sucked in with Theo. But yeah. I think it's valid for this part to be frustrating. My personal favorite is not. This is the favorite of some people, of some speedrunners I know, because I've been watching some people speedrunning, and when I watched the ADGQ from last year, so Awesome Games Done Quick for Celeste, oops, I gotta go down. I guess you can go up here. Normally I go down. You move pretty fast as this guy, and then you eat yourself. But he said that this was his favorite, which is so, you know. Can be tricky though. This is a cutscene bonanza here. Hey, where are we? What did you do to Theo? You think I'm doing this? That's cute. Sweetheart, this is exactly what you wanted, or what I warned you about. Don't try to make this my fault. You still don't get it? The mountain gave me this body. I'm not the only creepy thing living inside that messed up a head of yours. Don't like what you see? What a surprise. Shut up. I tried to stop you. Look into the mirror. All this is yours. This temple only magnifies the mountain's power. You're in control here, not me. I don't believe you. You're part of me. Why do you want to hurt me? Poor Madeline, always the victim. All I do is babysit you, and you hate me for it. You're unraveling and you know it. If you care so much about protecting me, why didn't you just explain what was going on? Like you would have listened? You never gave me a chance. Please, just help me get out of here. Now you want me to save you? Why are you doing this? Just be on my side here, please. Stop trying to make me feel like a monster. You really want to know why I won't help? Because you deserve this. Still think you can climb this mountain? Shut up. I don't need your help. I'll do this alone. Ooh, that was a little closer than normal.
I like the red bubbles.
Me too. They're cool. It's kind of interesting. We were controlling that at first, right? Because it is part of us. And then now they're not being controlled by us. Oh, if you're smart, darn it. because they're part of you, I love this, they can click the things that you have to click.
Oh, that's funny.
Though, this room I haven't figured out how to get it to do that. Consistently, at least.
Nice.
Oh, I ducked down a little early. You see how that kind of track you a little bit?
Yeah.
This room can be tricky. This is a room you really don't want to die in. So I don't get that other blue one down there because you can get it later and it's slower to get it right away. Oh, that was really good. So sometimes that guy just kills me and it's annoying. All right. Cutscene. If this is all in my head, why is it so hostile? These things are hunting me. I'm a trespasser in my own world. Theo is trapped somewhere in here because of me. If I give in fully, maybe the temple will let him go. Breathe. This is all coming from inside me. Get up, Madeline. Think of the feather. You can save Theo. So one mild complaint I have is that the diagonal controls are not super sharp on the analog stick. They're obviously great because the game is 8-directional, so that's perfect for like a D-pad, but I'm playing on the thing, and sometimes I miss jumps, which can be annoying. So here's the skip. So I'm gonna demonstrate the skip. So that is called a reverse bounce. Now, I can reverse bounce off that, and normally I have to collect those 2 keys, which requires a bunch of different challenges in order to ride a bubble all the way over here. But instead, I can just skip it like that.
Nice.
I spent a bunch of time learning how to do that.
Nathan goes, try playing this with a malfunctioning Switch controller.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like fun to me. I'm a controller stickler, so I need to have good controls. I thought about playing this with a GameCube controller because that has like notches on the 8 directions, but I couldn't get my GameCube controller to work with it.
Nice.
Oh, whoa. This one's tricky. You have to be smart. You have to go here because he needs to break that so you can unlock the door. Oh. Please don't kill me. Thank you.
I like the eyeballs.
Me too. Theo, I finally found you. I knew you'd make it. It wasn't easy. Are those monsters really coming from inside me? Madeline, that's a valid question. I'll be happy to discuss how the monsters relate to your inner self. But right now, my inner self is really sick of being stuck in this crystal. Oh, you're right. Don't worry. I'll break you out. Well, this is a solid start, but the crystal is like an expression of my negative psychic energy or whatever. Yeah, but how do we break it? If I knew why I trapped myself in this thing, maybe I could bust out, but I don't. I don't think I can get to the bottom of it while we're stuck in this nightmare dimension. I hate to say it, but you might have to. Theo, don't even think about it. I am not leaving you behind. Oh, hell no. You just better not leave me in this place. I was just gonna say you might have to carry me. Oh, yeah, I can do that. So it's faster to throw and then dash forward, because you can't dash when you're holding on to him. He can also hit the switches, which we'll see happen once in a while. But dodging these monsters while carrying him, tricky.
Nice. Hello. Another. Oh yeah, Nathan wasn't a fan of this. I can't see your name. I'm gonna go closer.
Oh, I died. That's
Doodles.
This part is always this particular.
Seems so hectic.
Oh my gosh! Ooh.
Christ. Yeah. An annoying escort mission.
I actually found this to be one of the nicer escort missions I've played in my life. because you can use Theo in some really creative ways. Like,
I'm just thinking of like Ashley from.
it's also oh, go ahead. Oh, from Resident Evil 4, yeah. Yep.
That one was rough. Or Emma from Metal Gear Solid 2 was another rough one.
Oh.
No.
Okay. We made it. That was a good one. I always tell my wife this while I'm playing when things don't go according to plan. I say like situational adjustments.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. Oof. This one's like kind of more tricky. You have to like it'll kill him if you do it if you mistime it, and then you have to restart the room. But still, this is the last room, so I typically take my time. You can use Theo here to break that.
Nice save.
Got to make sure that you. Oh, frick. Well, this is bad. Got it. All right. Now there's no fail state in this room. It's just how fast you can get through it. So you can dash through the sound waves.
The aesthetics of that, even though it's frustrating to look at.
Chapter complete. Alright. 4 deaths on Mirror Temple? Holy guac. Oh man, that was probably one of my best Mirror Temple runs ever. Only 4 deaths? Shoot. That's really good for me.
Yeah.
Alright. So Reflection starts with some dialogue. And it's like a dialogue tree that you can click through. The controller is a little sweaty, but I have to go to I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Well, and you can click through the dialogue tree if you'd like.
Okay. I'll read through it. Theo, you're awake. Am I? I'm skeptical. I had a messed up nightmare. Yeah, about that. Wait. Oh, yep, it's all coming back to me now. That actually happened. Thanks for getting us out of there. I'm glad we were in it together. I don't know if I could have done that alone. What's really going on here? Clearly this isn't a normal mountain. What's really going on here? I should have told you sooner. Back at the old ruins, a part of me escaped from a mirror. A part I'm not very proud of. I swear I dreamt it. You think the mountain made her real? Yeah. She's been haunting me the whole time. She lashed out at Mr. Oshiro. I think she was the reason the gondola stalled out, and she was there, in the temple. Why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have gone into that temple if I knew what this mountain was capable of. I tried to stop you. You could have mentioned that your demon doppelganger was on the loose. Come on, Theo. You know how crazy this sounds. I didn't even believe myself. Okay, I understand. Next time, just talk to me, though. I promise I'll believe you. Okay. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Seriously, you barely know me. Honestly, you remind me of my sister. That's adorable. What's she like? Oh, you'd love her. Actually, you might not get along at first, but you'd eventually love her. She's a literal rock star. She's a musician? That's so cool. Okay, she's not literally a literal rock star. Alex is just amazing at everything. She's studying to be a civil rights lawyer. Wow. His sister's a civil rights lawyer. How do I remind you of her? You both live so deep inside your own heads.
You can keep reading for a sec.
Oh.
Give me a break.
Alex has this amazing internal compass. It's obvious that she'll get where she needs to be. I can see that in you too. I wish I could say the same for myself. Thank you, Theo. For believing in me back there, I mean. Believing in you was the easy part. I wish I could have helped. I was pretty useless stuck in that thing.
Hi, Geotail.
Yep.
If you're still watching.
You actually helped a lot. Honestly, I couldn't have made it without your support. Who do you think built the temple? It looks ancient. It must predate everything else on the mountain. The resort, the ruins, the city. There's a lot of history here. Yeah. This mountain has meant so many things to so many people. I'm starting to understand why that crazy old lady lives here. You ran into her too? What's her deal? I think she's just a mean person. But she does seem pretty content living out here.
I'll read Theo. How long was I out for?
It must have been a few hours.
Man, what a ride.
Tell me about it. Are you okay?
I mean, aside from the existential crisis, yeah, I'm fine.
Your sister sounds great. I really remind you of her?
Are you kidding me? You're the one who's dead set on climbing this mountain. And you don't even know why. That's classic Alex. I'm just teasing you. Why are you climbing the mountain anyways?
You're right. I don't even know why. I just had to get out of my head. I'm stuck in a cycle.
You're preaching to the choir here. I've had many a soul-destroying day job.
That's my word. Work is fine, actually. I'm going crazy. I can't stop thinking about dumb crap that doesn't matter. My brain fixates on these stupid things that happened forever ago. I should be over them. None of it even matters. I'm good at keeping up appearances, but the truth is I'm barely holding it together.
I'm sorry. That's pretty rough stuff. Can I help?
You're already helping. It feels good to say it out loud.
You don't talk to anyone else about it?
No, not really. My mom knows I get depressed and have panic attacks. That's about it.
No wonder you feel trapped. How do you cope with anything?
I drink mostly, and then get mad at people on the internet. Ah, there's so much.
Yeah, there's a lot. That's
There's so much!
why I knew this would be a bathroom break for me.
Christ! How about you? What brought you to I was so excited when I went through all of them.
I'm just kind of bumming around, as usual. I started this new job in Seattle. I thought I finally knew what I was supposed to be doing with my life, but I hated it. So I quit after a week and hopped on a bus to Canada. I just felt the urge to get lost in the middle of nowhere. Now I'm saying it loud, I realize how flaky it sounds.
It just sounds like you're under a lot of pressure.
Not really. Everyone is so patient with me. Though I guess I am putting a lot of pressure on myself. People always think I'm comparing myself to Alex, but I swear that isn't the problem. I'm just worried that I'll never figure out where I'm going.
You said you wanted to feel lost. Maybe you should just embrace that for now.
Maybe. Would you mind talking about what depression is like?
It sucks.
Yeah, but what does it feel like? Alex struggles with it too. I really want to understand. We can talk about something else if you want.
It's like I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I can't see anything in any direction. It's claustrophobic, yet I feel exposed. I remember feeling normal, but now it feels just out of reach no matter what I try. Then again, I was probably always messed up. It just took something hurtful to bring it out.
What did Nathan say?
Theo, as played by, I can't see out, Geralt. There must be something wrong with me.
Whatever happened, I'm sure it's not your fault.
Toss a coin to your Witcher. I guess I thought I could. I don't know. I'm just floating around in the abyss, swimming in a random direction, hoping that I find something. That's really why I'm here. But I can't escape myself. I'm literally fighting myself the entire way. Maybe this is all pointless.
Madeline, you just saved my life. That's not pointless.
Yeah.
Look, you're a good person. You're a little intense, but you're a good person. I think you're just trying to push out that rut you're stuck in. And that's a totally legit reason to climb the mountain.
Maybe. That's helpful.
This part of you that's haunting you, maybe she comes with the territory.
So you think I'm stuck with her forever?
Well, she's stuck with you too.
That's not helpful. Christ.
So you want to destroy this part of you? Won't that hurt you too?
If I don't, she's just going to keep bullying me. She says she's protecting me, but that's obviously not true.
Maybe she thinks she is. She could be some kind of twisted defense mechanism.
Honestly, who cares? She has so much control over me. I hate it.
Maybe you could learn to control her instead.
The feather helps a lot. Thanks for teaching me that.
Just one of my grandpa's many nuggets of wisdom.
Are you close to your grandpa?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. That's just how it is. All I can do is stay positive and live a meaningful life, because that's what he would want.
I'm so sorry, Theo.
Thanks.
Stop it. What else did you learn from your grandpa?
So much stuff. Actually, he was the one who told me about Celeste Mountain. He always said that this place changed his life. After I quit my job in Seattle, I realized how close I was to it. I felt like he was telling me to come here. Grandpa said the mountain was special.
Do you think he went through the temple like us? Do you think he understood the power of the mountain?
He never talked about what happened here.
I doubt your grandpa was as messed up as me. His experience was probably less violent.
He found the mountain before I was born. I don't know what he was like before that. I wonder what he learned about himself here. Why not take a vacation instead? If you do it out of order, like, it's like worse, right? Like, because like this is like this was a different tree, right, than the one we just in. Dude, you need to change, so you chose to climb a mountain? Why not do something relaxing instead? Go to Hawaii or like take a bath.
I guess I feel like I need to accomplish something.
It sounds like you have enough on your plate already.
I guess it is kind of extreme, but that's how I am. I need something to challenge me, and I can't just do something a little bit. It's all of me or nothing. You know what? I want to remember this night. Let's take a selfie.
I thought you never asked.
Nice.
You have warmer hands than me.
Oh, sorry. You know, despite everything, I feel pretty good right now.
Wait a sec. You're gonna reach the summit tomorrow.
Don't jinx it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to put this all behind me.
I'll be cheering you on. We should get some sleep.
Okay, good night, Theo. Thanks for being so cool.
Who's so cool? What can I say? Comes naturally.
I was half tempted to do like character voice halfway through, but I was like, nope, it's been too long. I can't change her.
This is one of my favorite scenes too. This part, so oh frick, okay. So yeah, these are a new thing. Oh, I've never actually done that before. I've been trying to do it for a while, but you try to skip the feathers. But so turning actually uses more juice. Mm-hmm. So you generally want to try to stay in as straight of a line as possible.
Uh-huh.
The Northern Lights are so beautiful. Are you actually? I'll be Madeline, and you can be Madeline.
Sounds good.
Yeah. No. Yeah, they are. Where are we?
We need to talk.
Okay.
I finally understand who you are. You're not my true reflection.
I'm not?
You're everything I need to leave behind. You're cruel, paranoid, controlling.
Why would you say that?
No, it's okay. I understand now. I don't need you anymore.
So you're just abandoning me?
I'm setting you free. We'll both be so much happier.
You're so stupid. You think you can just leave me behind? You think you can blame everything on me? You think you're above me? Answer me.
Calm down, please. Please
Calm down? Oh, this is like telling my wife to calm down. Or telling anyone to calm down. It doesn't go well.
Breathe, Madeline. Use the feather. I think you're overreacting. The second to last words after calm down.
You're going to think about a feather to stop me? You are not above me, and you can't climb this mountain. It's time to accept that. Madeline, what's happening?
Oh no!
Classic storytelling.
Ooh, I like these.
And you'll like this level. It's got a lot of those pink crystals in it, and they kill you.
Christ, this is brutal.
Don't worry. We land in water.
I was just thinking every like level I was like, oh, this is, oh nope, it's not the last one.
These are called Matt blocks after the sound designer whose name was Matt.
I love it.
Oh.
Nathan loves those blocks.
Yeah, they're fun. That's a skip? A very minor skip, but hey, it's a skip nonetheless. So here you can actually do a skip where there's this wall to the right, and if you know how to do the infinite jump, you can just jump up the wall. But Air Bear does not know how to do it, so I lose like 3 seconds each time by doing it this way instead. But alas, what can you do? Answer, learn how to do the thing. I love these because you can do this jump, and you can get a lot of air off the mat block. I think they're called mat block. I hope I'm right about that, because I could just be wrong that they're called that.
I love it when elements in the game like show up because of like the people that created it.
Mm-hmm.
Or like things like showing up or like coming to creation because of like one of the developers' kids or something.
Oh yeah. Ooh. There we go. Oh, I always forget about this green wall there because it kind of blends in. I always like run into it. I'm like, why am I not moving forward? Those bumpers are cool.
Yeah.
You have to be really careful around them. Like, especially later on, there'll be a bunch of bumpers next to each other, and they will kill you if you hit any of them because they'll ricochet you into the things.
Mm-hmm.
But they can be useful. Ooh. That one is... That one requires a lot of fine movement. This one I always just go up right there because it's safer. Because like I know once I have my dash I can do it. Oh shoot. It's okay. Normally I get on top of it, but I didn't do it fast enough. So I don't think I actually lost very much time though. Because I didn't die. I think the dash mechanic is just so great.
Nice. Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty, but wouldn't want to touch them.
Oh, that was rude.
That was. I don't think that's ever happened to me before.
Nathan says they do so many different things with the dash mechanic, they're constantly refining it.
Yeah. Alright, I'll be Grandma. Oh, hello again.
Of course you're here.
Calling it quits, I see.
No, I fell. It's over.
That's probably for the best. The mountain doesn't pull any punches.
Yeah, I get it. I wasn't strong enough to climb your stupid mountain. You could laugh at me all you want. Didn't mean actually laugh.
Sometimes you gotta know when to throw in the towel. You'll get over it.
You know what? I had a lot of time to think climbing out of this cave, and I'm already over it. That part of me was right. I can't do this. I'll just go home to my sad life and be miserable forever.
You clearly aren't over it.
Shut up. I know. I don't want to give up. But no matter how hard I try, she sabotages me every step of the way.
A lot of kids come here to climb this mountain only to give up. It's a shame that you fell. I was starting to think you'd make it.
What makes me so special?
I've never met someone so angry at themselves. Honestly, I thought you'd reach the summit just to spite yourself.
Gee, thanks.
This girl you're talking about, it sounds like she's holding you back. Talk to her. Figure out why she's so scared.
You think she's scared? I guess I never thought of it that way.
Stop wasting both our time and ask her. What have you got to lose? We can't talk to her, but I'm just... I'll find.
Yeah. I don't know how to find her.
She's part of you, right? If you look for her, she won't take long to find.
So you know about the mountain's power?
Of course I know. I live here. I tried to warn you.
You need to work on your messaging.
A glimpse of the truth is good for people, even if most can't accept what they see. There's no shame in running back to your car and driving away. Someday you'll be ready. Then you'll come back.
No. I'm going to see this through. No more running. Just dashing.
I thought so. Good luck. Can't just dash my way through this.
Yeah.
Soundtrack is really good for the rest. Basically, the rest of the game, the soundtrack is amazing. And here I can hitch a ride. Alright, we got a really minor skip that's definitely developer intended, but there's a hole right there that you can squeeze through. And then there's another hole here that you can go through. Oh, I got it first try. First try, that's not easy. I make a lot. Sometimes you make things look easier. This part is really easy to kill yourself because you want to dash through it as fast as possible. You don't want to.
But the tentacles are blocking your vision.
Yeah, and there's just those diamonds that'll kill you. Oops. There we go.
Nice.
Looking cool.
I love the tentacles blocking.
Yeah, they're pretty great. Alright. Looking for me? I thought you were done with me.
That was a mistake. I'm sorry.
You think you've got it all figured out. You think you don't need me.
I said I'm sorry. We need to move past this.
You expect me to trust you?
You aren't innocent here either. But I know you're scared. Look, we're at rock bottom. There's no point in fighting.
I can keep digging. I can pull us to the center of the earth.
Me. What would be the point? Let's climb out of here. Together.
Come close to me and I'll make you regret it. I have this song in Beat Saber.
Nice.
because I like it so much. Oh, well, that was close. For the first one, I just like to go under the balls. Oh.
Nice.
The game gives you a lot of leeway on those, so sometimes they'll even fire it and you'll still get off the...
Oh, nice save.
Oh yeah, that's planned. Surprisingly, sometimes my saves are like...
I like how each level has like a different kind of...
Oopsies. I messed up my timing. So like here, like I have a specific timing between the second and third one I do that.
Yeah.
And so if I miss the timing, then it's where like a real save comes in. I stay up there for an extra second so that I can get an easy one that way. Now, it's kind of easier to dodge when you're in that form, obviously, because you're moving so fast. Do a super jump there to save a little bit of time. Good job going under there. So far this is going pretty well. But we're not at the really hard part yet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. There's some sections that are really long, so if you die, like from a speedrunning perspective, it's really bad. Because normally... Oh! See, that's what I mean. Like, that went off, but I guess it didn't connect with me because I got close enough. I mean, she is me, so, you know, she should be pretty nice. This part is really hard. Oh. Yeah, there we go. That was nice.
That's cool.
Literally dragging us to the center of the earth.
Yeah.
I did you a favor. You aren't a mountain climber. I'm just trying to help you. None of this would have happened if you had listened to me. Oh. Whoops. Oops. Oh. That is a very common way I die in this one. Oh, wait. Gotcha. So you kind of warp to him a little bit, too, when you... Oh. I maintained movement from the last one.
Yeah.
Oh. It's okay. This is a good one to die 3 times on.
Yeah.
Just to be completely honest.
Oh.
But I don't want to keep dying. But I love kind of the messaging about this game about like climbing a mountain. It's very conducive to speedrunning just in general.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of taking my time there because I was worried about dying. Because that's a pretty long one. Oops. Now we're in a speed run. That'll happen a lot. Like if I might go slow the first time and then like I'll be like no.
Not again.
We're not going slow again. If I'm gonna die fast. This is one of the really long ones. I love it though. It's so much fun.
That's cool. Oh man.
Now here you can do a nice skip. Ooh. Normally I'd get more air time on that one, but it works. First try on that was really good. Jump! Ah, darn it. My own fault. So you get a pretty easy dodge these, even when you're moving pretty horizontally.
Yeah.
Oops. Oh. That's okay. This is the last screen. I typically die once or twice on it. Oh. Though now my timing is really messed up. I actually don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Actually, I reset to my normal timing, I think, because I normally have to dodge right there.
Nice.
This is like my favorite part thematically of the game. Fine. You win. I guess you don't need me after all. If you want me to go away, I'll try.
That's not what I want. I need your help now more than ever. Please, let's work together.
Work together? You're joking, right?
It's okay to be scared.
Now we have 2 dashes! I just love that. I love that, like that's what leveling up is in this game. It's like coming to terms with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot. Alright. And that's the end of this chapter.
Nice.
How are we doing on time?
3:43.
Okay. The last chapter is the summit. How did we... Oh.
How did we do that? If we could climb like that, maybe we can still reach the summit.
You still want to climb the mountain? Why don't we go back up there? It's good to see you two playing nice.
Hey, thanks for talking some sense into me earlier.
Don't mention it. I'm glad I can still be useful every now and then.
Who's that?
Madeline!
Oh.
I gotta do 3 characters now. Madeline, you're okay. I ran down to help, but it looks like you're doing fine.
Thanks, Theo. Honestly, maybe that fall was what I needed.
Is this part of you that you were talking about? She's like an adorable goth Madeline. Hi.
You were right, Theo. I shouldn't be afraid of her. If her and I work together, I think...
If her and I?
I know. It felt wrong in my mouth, too. I think we could still finish the climb.
That's so rad. Wait. No. I didn't agree to this. You said we would talk about things first.
You're right. I understand that you're scared. But we both know that this is something we want to do. We have to try one last time.
Yeah, you've got this. I don't know. We were so close and then we fell. The mountain tore us apart.
Yeah, that happened. But I have to believe that we can put that behind us. I have to believe we're capable of this.
It's not a bad idea. It'll still be difficult, mind you. But I'm amazed you got as far as you did, butting heads like you were. I reckon you can make it if you cooperate. Okay, I'll try. Can I help?
You've already done so much for me.
Let me hold your bag at least.
Good idea. This won't take long. I like how the bad grammar just like stuck out like immediately. You're like her and I.
Is that maybe that was? I don't know if it was right or wrong. What does
supposed to
Pink
be
say?
Is this any? I can't see what.
Yes, it is any percent, yeah. And we're doing it with cutscenes, but well, in the coming weeks on our show, we'll be doing it without the cutscenes. It'll be true with the timer, and I'll even have the thing that counts my splits and everything. But now it's time for Summit. This is just one long. This is like a little bit of a marathon. It feels like climbing a mountain. It's awesome. I love it.
What's your PB?
My personal best is not that good. It's an hour and 6 minutes about. I think it's an hour 6:10 maybe, or an hour 6:05. Oops.
Oh.
But I only started speedrunning this game this week. So I think an hour 5 is pretty good for just 1 week of play. Well, pretty good for me. I'm not gonna try to get like the world record or anything.
They say makes sense.
Do you see how, like, now everything is based off the fact that you have the double jump?
Mm-hmm. They said it was that's faster than their first 3 completions. They've gotten better after a while.
Nice. Good job.
So, what about speedrunning makes it pleasurable? And like, and I know that it varies game by game. So, like, what makes a good speedrunning game for you?
Getting the hang of that.
Oh.
If you say so. I'll just click through this. For me, a good speedrunning game. I mean, this is the first game I've ever seriously speedrun, so I can't necessarily speak too much to it. But for me personally, when I was picking out a game, I wanted to play a game where I didn't have to do a lot of glitches. Mm-hmm. Like there are some games where like glitches or like out of bounds or like crazy stuff. That's like the goal, right?
Yeah.
And for me, that's like a little less exciting than just playing the game as intended. Mm-hmm. And then I wanted to play something that was so I wanted something without a lot of glitches. I wanted something that was relatively quick. So like in this case, beating this game in like an hour is nice. Like I didn't want to have a game, especially because we were only streaming for like about 2 hours each.
Yeah.
I don't want to have like a game that takes like 3 hours to speed run. So those were 2 really big ones. And then something where like with a lot of dexterity, right? I love like the fact that I can just fail and then I just get to quickly retry in this game. I think that makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah, I can't read their name, I'm sorry. Go Taylor. They said that there's only like 1 glitch in this game in level 3.
Oh!
Nice save.
Yeah, well, it wasn't really a save. This was a jump and just get on here. But oh well.
Recover, rather.
Yeah, there's not a lot of glitches, even in the runs that are like... Oops. Even in the runs that are like...
Rip.
Yeah, that was a directional misinput, because I wanted to go just perfectly straight.
Mm.
And I did it again. Whoops. I was thinking about it, I guess, at the time. Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
This one is annoying.
Looks like a pain in the ass.
Oh.
Wow. Beautiful.
Whoop. Oh, so this one's kind of tricky. You have to jump like here, and you need both jumps to get through there. So you need to be careful about it. That's why I suicided, is because I knew. I was actually practicing these last night, and I was doing different strats on these than I am right now, but that's okay. This one, you can like... Alright, there we go. So as you can tell, we're going back through the various levels that we've already done, right? So that was the city. How are you feeling? I'm fine. We're gonna skip through this. This is just they're pep talking each other basically. That's the only cutscenes really for this section.
I like this one.
Oh, whoops. Right now I don't like it very much. This is like supposed to be like the introductory, like this is the easy part. There we go. This is my favorite, one of my favorite rooms in the whole game. Oh, it looks cool when you do it right. Shoot. Okay. It's all about rhythm. If you mess up just a little bit, you mess up a lot. There we go. I messed up. That's okay. There we go.
Nice.
This is only my second time doing this room. This is the strat that speedrunners use, and oh frick! What am I doing here? I have to go back up. Yep. So like I said, this is only my second time doing this room. I picked up for the first time. There we go. So that room's a lot faster than the other room, and they both lead to here. So we're back on what I normally do now, but. I'm trying to like do the right strats, right? Because like if you keep practicing and doing the run with the wrong strats, you're not getting better, right? It's like even if you're faster that run, right? Because you're used to that strat. Nice. Yeah, I do love those. But then it's over. Now we don't get to do that reflections anymore. All right, that's not reflections. That's look at you, the ruins, Mr. Miss Positivity. You're so supportive. Don't push your luck.
Yeah, they said that it's not exactly that strat, but very similar. Guess what cycles?
Oh yeah. So when we say cycles, what we mean is like these guys kind of moving around like that. So like in theory, you're kind of capped on whatever the fastest strat is because you have to obey. Oh shoot! Oh, first try.
Wow.
I don't never get that on first try. This is one of the rooms I very often die in. Well, not usually there though. You'll see. There's a pretty difficult part coming up. And it's just long, right? So like a death here costs more. Okay, cool. Usually I die up there. Nope. I know I have to wait there for a second. Okay. Oops.
Ah, rough.
There we go. This room is a tricky one. Oops. Those guys are just moving really fast. Oops. That's okay. Oops, I was trying to jump off that wall, but I was a little late on the trigger. Gotta take some risks. But it paid off. Alright, now this part I need all my concentration for. Whoops. You're not, I don't know why I did that. You can't actually make that jump. You have to grab the wall to the right, and then you do this, then you do this. I was trying to be too fast. If I took my time there, I would have had it. Whoops.
They said RIP, no dog room.
Oh yeah. I've seen other people do a different strat there than what I just did. Okay, this one's tripping me up a little bit. This room, sometimes I'll get it on first try. Sometimes it'll take me a couple times, which is too bad. You don't like rooms like that. There we go. Got it. Easy peasy. I hope Mr. Oshiro's okay. Why? He treated you like garbage. Yeah, but I still care about him. You didn't have to snap at him like you did. Whatever. I mean, you're too aggressive. Yeah, you put so much energy into people who hurt you. He isn't a bad person. He transformed into a monster. He tried to hurt you. And now you're just defending him? I'm not defending him. I'm on your side here. I'm mad at to that hotel you forced the issue, but I hope he's alright. Okay. I'm sorry for snapping at Mr. Oshiro. Thanks. It's in the past now.
Yay.
Hope you like the wind.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh, thank you. That was dumb. You have to do a regular jump. I have often done the dash here. Oh yeah, you can also skip this. Oops. Yesterday when I was doing my last run, I died a bunch on that last part, which I had never died on before, but that's okay. Whoop, and up. Refresh our jump. Oh.
That was close.
That was too close. Oops. Whoa! Well, I oopsed before I knew how awesome I was, I guess. Wow.
Christ.
Okay, let's just call it what it is. That was lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you have to go up here and... Oh, you have to go. Okay, well, that's a death. Okay. So you have to... This one's kind of tricky, so, like, you... No. Once again, if you watch the highest level speedruns, they do something way cooler than what I'm doing. But, good old Air Bear here, he's just focused on doing his best. Oh, I'm not supposed to do that. That room can sometimes give me some trouble, as you can probably imagine, because there's a it's a scroller, so to speak.
Yeah. Oh.
You can make that jump, but that's not how you're supposed to do it. Shoot. All right, you got this. You're supposed to do it like that. That's the curse of having 2 jumps.
Yeah.
Is you can kind of like because you need them for a lot of these rooms.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to sometimes you need to conserve them. Like here, like I really needed to. I think this is where the wind. Yeah. I guess there's actually not very much side wind. There's a lot of side wind on the final summit. Or a lot of wind in general on the final summit. So you have like parts where you talk to yourself, so I always tell myself to crouch here because the wind will push you off that. And then here, I always tell myself to wait, because if you dash right away, you'll run into the spikes. So you need to fall down a little bit. That was a close one. Yeah, it was. I wasn't sure we'd make it, but maybe you were right. Maybe this is too dangerous. No. I was wrong. We can climb this mountain. I've got your back. And I believe in you. That means a lot to me.
With our powers combined.
This is the calm before the storm. Because at least for me, I find that this section with the bubbles is a lot easier than the last 2 sections. But obviously still way more difficult than the last part, which you'll see. Oops. This is one where you lose some time by doing it, but you can take your time on some of these and like get them on your first try pretty easily. Ooh, that's bad. I got this. I took a big chance on that jump.
It paid off.
Yeah, it's just the problem is like I'm generally a patient person. I'm a patient driver, but when you're speedrunning, you can't be a patient. Patience is bad. One thing that's nice about this game too, from a speedrunning standpoint, is that like everything is divided into these like neat little like this room. Oh, did we lose electricity?
No, we just were sitting still for too long.
Oh, okay. Everything's like so like let's
with the TV and literally everything else on. Do we lose electricity?
Yeah, well, I don't know what's going on.
I know. You're concentrated on the game. It was just funny in hindsight.
First try. That's a hard one.
Nice.
But you know what's crazy? You know how I unlocked a bunch of stuff there? The official strat. The best strat, like is like you don't even unlock them. You just dive underneath the doors. It's pretty crazy. I recommend. Actually, we will do this. We will watch the world record speedrun on stream once we've played a little bit more of the game. This week was just about helping you, like, because I didn't want you to like sit down and like me skip every scene and not knowing any of the story.
Saved 8 years and make sure run valid.
Yeah. What's wrong? I'm sorry. I was holding you back. I need to learn to trust you. It's not your fault. I tried to leave you behind, honestly. I'm sorry. I wish I tried to understand you sooner. I was too proud or stubborn or something. We wasted so much time and energy. At least we're finally talking about it. Yeah. I'm glad the mountain brought you out. I think we can move past this. If we can climb this mountain together, we can do anything. What if we don't make it? I'd be okay with that. You would? Of course. I'm just glad we're trying. I really needed to do this. I'm finally understanding why. Alright, this next part's a banger. Let's finish it. I'm turning it up. It just feels like this is the music for climbing a mountain. So these are all challenges. Instead of swapping between screens, it's you're clicking flags. For the most part, there's still a couple like here where we jump up a screen. These designate differences in the every time that happens, the wind changes. I think. Don't hold me to that. You can fact check me. So, also pro run strat, don't hit the flags. But that's because that's for people who are good enough to never die, right?
Yeah.
Or for whom it actually does slow them down. But for us, let's be honest, we're not at that point yet. Maybe someday. There's one I know I could skip because I'm like, oh no! Like, aren't we glad we didn't skip 24? Obviously, I didn't want to dash backwards there. I was just kind of getting ahead of myself. What happened was I know that I'm not supposed to dash there, and then I tried to go backtrack it, like, no, don't dash.
Nice. So they say, I don't know if you know this or not, but you actually do skip 24.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah, I messed up there. So like here's another instance where your jump management is really crucial because you need both jumps to climb those walls.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Alright, so now the wind changes to being up, which means now we get, obviously the updraft can be really useful because there's no way we could have done right some of these with the draft pushing us down. This one is not the trickiest, but can be tricky. There we go. Oh wait, can I still do this? Oh nope, now I can't. Wait, let's try it. No, I don't think I can. Shoot. Bad run. Oop. Yeah, I want to jump over this because then I want to grab this and then do that.
Nice.
This one, you want to jump straight up and then, yeah, you got to get up to just that little thing so you can jump over it. This is the one I die in the most. And I find new ways to die every time. That was a new way to die. The problem is like you grab onto this, and you start running out. Oh, yeah, that was really good for me because normally that is one that will trip me up and like cause me so much grief. Things get really tight in this section. Oh, ow.
You tried to grab onto.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just messed up. I did a diagonal dash when I was supposed to do an up. Wait, what the heck? There we go. You have to. I didn't realize you had to be holding the diagonal, and I wasn't. These are so technical. I love it, but it's really hard. This is all your first time. You die so much.
Yeah.
But hey, that was a good split there. Oops. I like this one because if you mess up, you can restart it.
Yeah.
Not the case for a lot of these. Yes. 8. 7. And I think, did we go back to no wind here? No, even more
They're
wind.
counting down for you too.
That was 5. Oh wait, you can just jump straight to that cloud. That was my bad. Oh no, there's 5. Whoops. 4.
Ah, so close.
That was unfortunate. Ah, man, same way. Darn. Having trouble tracking to that. Because I'm trying to avoid those spikes on the top. 3. This part's dope, but hard. Alright, so I always let it go up because I just need to get there. Technically, I think you can take it Ooh, wait. Oh, that was a save there, kind of. Up. Yes. And
nice.
this one is. I don't want to say it's impossible to die because there's still spikes, but it's not intended to be a difficult. As you can tell, it's not like there's not like crazy like precision needed. And we did it. Be Celeste.
Nice.
Oh yeah, they're counting down. Thank you for counting down. I love this. I love the stream participation.
Nice.
We actually did it.
And that was like 2 hours.
And what time is it?
It's 4 or something.
Hey, that's pretty good for all cutscenes being in 4. I can't believe it. Wow, it's so beautiful. I wonder how many deaths we had. It'll tell us at the cake screen.
Yeah.
Look how far we've come. I'm glad to see this before I. Oh yeah, you wanna split reading duties?
All right. When we leave the mountain, you won't be able to talk to me anymore. At least not like this.
Yeah. I know that we need to go home eventually, but it'll be scary to lose this body.
You'll still exist, though. You were a part of me before we came here.
Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna have to depend on you to listen to me, even if I can't talk to you in person anymore. I just can't go back to how it was before the mountain.
Don't worry, I can't go back to that either. I really want us to work together from now on.
I believe you, but I'm still nervous. So, now what? Let's just enjoy. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
It's your line.
Nope. Commit to it.
Let's
Finish
just
it.
enjoy this for a bit. Last line of the game.
Christ.
No, not the actual last line. There's an epilogue. Let's see. So our time should have been around 2 hours then.
Yeah.
Hour 50 maybe, 55. Oh, normally it says the time in the bottom left. That's why I'm like waiting for it to pop up, but I don't have timer on, so.
Right.
So. This is a nice song, and it just shows us on climbing the mountain. I'm gonna go ahead and skip this cutscene. This is not timed though. So once you hit the top of the mountain and it skip cutscene, time stops, and then all of this is after. We're gonna skip the credits for now. To go into this hut.
Hey.
Welcome back, Madeline. Did you make it to the summit?
Yeah, we did. It was incredible.
Beautiful, isn't it? I didn't think it would be worth it, but it totally was. I should have given you my phone so you could take the ultimate selfie. Good evening, everyone. What are you doing here? A little bird told me there would be a party. RSVP by bird. Positively magical. But if I am unwelcome, I shall take my leave.
Please stay, Mr. Oshiro. It's good to see you.
No, this is the first time I've seen you outside that hotel of yours, Miss Oshiro. I'm glad you made it.
There's always the finger pointing with the old lady.
Madeline is here making us a pie with all the strawberries she's been collecting. I collected 0. Oh, that's wonderful, Miss Madeline. I haven't had a strawberry pie since I was a kid.
Still ain't gonna have
amazing. One. Don't get your hopes up. She's not much of a baker.
You also said I wasn't a mountain climber.
True.
I can't promise it'll live up to the hype, Theo, because I didn't collect any, but I tried my best.
Did we?
So, how's it taste?
And this is the end screen. So what I want, I'm gonna. Oh no, this isn't the end screen. I guess this is technically a pie. Is this some kind of joke, Miss Madeline? Strawberry pies are supposed to have strawberries in them, dear. There. Oh, we hit it. Wow, what a time.
Christ.
I'm going to take a picture on my phone, mostly because 86 deaths is by far my least, which means I can guarantee
that would have been like...
This would have been this was my personal best run.
Yeah.
I just had all the cutscenes, unfortunately. Yeah. Because my best run had 118 deaths.
Holy shit.
So we cut our amount of deaths. What's funny is that run was a minute faster than my second best run, which had 117. But 86, that's my first sub 100 death ever. So I feel really good about that. But it is 412 audience, and we want to have a relatively average around 2 hour show. So we're gonna upload this to YouTube. It'll be the first Let's Play of Arena, as we played through the whole game. And next week we'll be back, and we'll probably just do 2 runs of this game, and or we'll do a run and we'll watch somebody do a pro run or something and talk about it, or something along those lines. Any closing thoughts?
No, it's fun. I'm looking forward to doing the speedrunning thingy.
Now well, we just did it a little bit.
Well, minus the cutscenes.
All right.
But yeah, cool.
But yeah, have a wonderful day, and we will see you next week.
Yarp.